This is Todd Johnson from Physical Fusion Training Center. This is my trainer, Ben. I want to send you this video, kind of get your opinion on one of my training protocols I came up with over the last couple of years for more of my advanced athletes. Ben is a 165-pound guy who's got a 405, legit, really great squat with no assistance. So for him, he's got wants to break a, say he wanted to break a PR on his trap bar. What I've done is this triple set. So he's obviously very warmed up already. This is what he's going into now. We've combined, this is some of the principles I got off your contrast training video with Joe DeFranco. It's just another method of it I've taken for my athletes that want to break a plateau. I don't program this any longer than in about 4 weeks. And like I said, this is an advanced athlete technique. The first one we're starting with is an explosive jump. What I want Ben to do on each one of these is make an explosive jump, reset himself after every single jump. This is a CNS warm-up, but it's also, again, part of this exercise program. So he's doing the first portion of it, the first quality that I'm trying to hit is the power portion of this. So Ben's going to do 3 to 5 explosive jumps. Everything we do here is form failure. Want him to make sure that he's pushing with speed and with power, which is no problem with this guy. So we'll let him go ahead and get going here. You'll see he's resetting between each one, setting up on a load and then exploding and then focusing on a nice soft landing. And there's enough resistance for him here. We're still moving with speed, he's still moving with power, he's going to good extension. Got it. Nice soft landing. Now, we're going to move over to the trap bar deadlift. Ben's going to set up here. We have about 85% of Ben's max here on here. Again, rep range is going to be to form failure, all right? Anywhere between 4, 8. If we hit on 10, we know that we've gotten a little bit too light on him. We're going to stop him at form failure though, always. Always reset between each one. Good strong pulls, hips low. Good. And through nice and tight. Working the component of strength. Come on, Ben. Push through. Flat back. Good. Nice. Done. Terrific. He's going to take a break here in between. Again, these aren't rushes. We're trying to get enough rest in between each component of this triple set. Is really still high quality work. He's going to go to an ISO now. This is the most brutal portion of this. It's a 20 to 30 second ISO. We determine when the ISO is ended by really when he stops producing force. So I've got to kind of trust my athletes so that they know when they're no longer producing the amount of maximal force that they want. So we're hitting every component of training. I found gains with my athletes on these the first time through. It's not unusual for them to gain 10, 15 pounds on a squat within the 4-week cycle. Sometimes I've had the trap bar, I've had much more success with it, sometimes up to 40 to 50 pounds. And these guys are already advanced athletes. These aren't like newbies, which I would never use it on a newbie. But these guys have been able to break a lot of plateaus with this one. So we let Ben get his breath here. The depth of this is going to be, again, it's a maximal effort ISO, so which takes a lot of balls to suck up and go after, especially after you do
I got the time for you. You tell me when you're ready, and I'll tell you.
Big Rob's on the camera here for us. What's nice about this also is you can set the depth of this on the movement. If you've got a guy that's weak out of the hole, you can send him very, very deep on the hole. You can set him at a midpoint. The reason I use the belt versus using something where he's loaded above on his shoulders is to try to reduce that.
That's 20 seconds. Keep it going.
Try to reduce the amount of load on his spine. Transfer it down into his hips. Yeah.
26 seconds.
Awesome. So that's it, Smitty. I'd love to hear some input on it if you get an opportunity. I respect everything you and Joe D do. My gym is here right outside of Chicago. I'd love to hear from you guys anytime you get an opportunity, and thanks for taking the time. I appreciate it.